A white man can never become a supremacy again in Africa. A white man is just like a slave. Our children's in Africa. Don't you understand that a white man, when you go to Africa, we see you as our children, because without us, you can never exist. Black man make white to exist today. And we feed you each and every day. That's why we feed you. We are feeding you since 1850s. Since 1850s, we are feeding you, the Western people. Because we are the one who give back to you people. That's why we feed you. We are not worried. But we have seen that the people we are feeding, they have get bored enough to fight against us. Now we stop feeding you. You are angry. Why are you angry? Don't you know that one day we will stop feeding you? Are you not believing in the revolution that they were telling you since 1970s? That there will be a generation that will not accept to feed the Western peoples anymore. Now we stop feeding you. You are crying. And you want to make fight just because we stop feeding you. European citizens should realize this now, that your government is fooling you when they tell you that we feed Africa. When they tell you that you, the white people, are the one who feed Africa. Then if you are the white people who feed Africa, then why is your government angry that Africa refuse to feed them anymore? So all the European citizens should believe that your government will feed them. So they feed you peoples. But they tell you people that we are feeding Africa. Yeah, we have to help Africa because there are many poor people. They don't have water, they don't have clean water, they don't have doctors, they don't have medicines. But I hope many European citizens will wake up from their racism, believing that Europe feed Africa. You should realize it right now that we feed you. Now we stop feeding you. You see how your prime ministers are in confusion? If you go to all European countries right now, their prime ministers are in confusion. Because Africa stop feeding them. God, we understand. And I'm so many European citizens will feel ashamed of the racism they were doing to black people in Europe, believing that they are the one who feed us. But do we feed you? You think you feed us? No. We can survive without you people. But you people can't without us. You can't survive without us. You have to respect us then. If you know that you can't survive without us, you have to respect us. Give us maximum respect. Salute us when you see a black man. Black man is not your mate. We are not your mate in any way. If you came to hustle, black man is not your mate. If you came to war, black man is not your mate. If you came to survival, black man is not your mate. If you came to intelligence, black man is not your mate. If you go to music, the most beautiful music singer is a black man. The most created drummer in the world is a black man. The most fastest runner in the world is a black man. The most fastest and biggest rapper in the world is a black man. Which competition do you ever do with black man and win? So black man is not your mate. Respect black man. Honor black man. It's only the leaders of Africa who are full with slave mentality. Still believing that we are in a slavery time. Not people like us. People like us, we have realized that we are heroes. Africans are heroes. Black Africans are heroes. Even a black African child who is born today is a hero. But today, you white people make your children to feel like they are heroes. Because you teach them in school that we feed Africans. You are a superior. You are a master. So whenever you see Africans, be proud of yourself. You rule them. They are your slaves. That's why your children in Europe don't even have respect for us. Because you are teaching them in school that we are their slaves. When they see us roll, they disrespect us. They talk to us like we are their slaves. When you meet a white child who is just 7 years or 5 years on the street here, if he talk to you, you will know that this person, this child get a board to talk to me like this. Why? Because they have been teaching those children in school that you are their slave and they are the masters. You know, when I met a white child, he told me that, oh, you know, my mother told me that you people were white before, but you were born in hellfire. That's why you people are black like this. I was so happy to hear that word from a child of 12 years old in Europe. And I told him, oh, your mother told you that? He said, yes. I told him, yeah. Then I will show you an example. You people were the people who are black because we born you. You were black before, but you born in hellfire. That's why you are white like this. He said, how? My mother told me you black were white before, but you born in hellfire. That's why you are like this. I told him, okay, wait, I will show you an example. That time, I think fire burned me somewhere in my hand and it was white. You know, as a black like this, when fire burn you, when you're burned by fire, it get white, the place get white. So that place was white. So I saw him, I told him, look, you realize that fire burned me here? He said, yes. I say, okay. You see how it's white? When I was born, when all my body is born with fire, then I will be white like you. So you were black before. When you born with fire in hellfire, you people get this white color. He cried. He was sad that he believed in me than his mother, because I saw him every day, but his mother couldn't saw him every day. And the mother wanted to fight me because he said I was misleading the child. You know what happened? That was the reason. The mother came to me to say that I am misleading the child. And I said, me and you, who is misleading the child? You first told your child that we are born. I move with your child every time. Go with your child to the shop, buy things for your children, because I am a man who I always so love to people. Today you are telling me I'm the one misleading your child. Me and you, who is misleading the child? If you are a white man or a white woman and you saw my video, you are not comfortable with it, don't comment. Because if you comment, do you know what happened? I laugh at you because you are a fool. I see you as a white fool who don't understand. I laugh at you. I'm a black man who can never be intimidated by your words on media as a white, or you saw my video somewhere, you make a rubbish comment. I live among white and I know who white is, so you can tell me who you are. If you white, or as a white man, you make a rubbish comment under my video, I see you as a fool. I'm a big fool at that matter. You know why? Because you are my children's. White men are my children's. We feed you every time. Now we stop feeding you. You are all getting angry.